it's really a great thing to see a couple come in together and do what these two have done. It's drawn them closer. They have things to talk about. They get excited about a positive change in their life, and that's inspiring. They work out together. They look forward to it. It's part of their day that they love, and you can feel that when they come in. They're together. They high-five each other. It's a positive atmosphere. It's done nothing but bring them closer, and their relationship is so strong now, almost built around and through fitness from what the platform that they had before, and that is something that is unique, and you don't see that all the time, and they've done it together, and that's a beautiful thing.
So after we got married, we got pregnant pretty quickly, and we had our son Jacob, and then after that we had our daughter Samantha. And when Sammy was about 2, we started to notice that Jacob, who is now 4 at this point, started to have some behavioral issues. And then we learned that he had something called Asperger's disorder, which is a form of autism. It's on the higher part of the spectrum, but it's still, you know, you find out that your child has autism. It was a very, very scary experience because we didn't know what to expect for our future and for his future.
Hope and I noticed a lot of the time that Jacob had a lot of impulsive behaviors that were very aggressive. For example, one time Hope was vacuuming and she turned her head for 1 second, and he shoved Sammy, his younger sister, as hard as he could for no apparent reason. So that was very frustrating and tough to handle as parents.
This is about the time after Jacob was diagnosed with Asperger's that we really started to have some emotional issues, and we felt kind of out of control, I guess you would say, an emotional roller coaster. And that is when we started feeding those emotions with food.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's when I started eating, and I'm pretty sure that's when you started eating. A lot of stuffing of those feelings
and
emotions, wanting to feel numb. And by eating, we were feeling numb. I know at least I was. And we weren't exercising. We would just watch TV, lay on the couch,
take the easy way out,
and eat. And it was a miserable time for a long time.
I had really bad anger issues, and they didn't know what was wrong with me, so they took me and I got diagnosed, and it kind of went downhill from there, and they gained a ton of weight and kind of stayed there were points where they lost weight and then they just gave up, and then they gained it all back, and they lost it and they gained it all back. I think that happened about 3 or 4 times, and until they came here, and they've kept it. So
I think what turned things around for me was when I had a surgical procedure and was told basically that that was the end, that it was all going to go downhill from there. And I didn't want to go downhill from there. I've already felt like I was downhill and I wanted to go uphill. And that was when I decided to make a change for me. And it was actually for me this time. And I think that was a big deal. I was doing it for myself.
Well, after about 6 weeks of seeing Hope's success and the time that she was investing in herself, it really kind of made me feel happy and a little bit embarrassed that I wasn't participating. So I got off the couch and decided to come to Anytime Fitness and join her. And I'm very happy we did.
It makes me feel great because just having parents who will go outside and play basketball and run with me and do things with me rather than just sit on the couch and say, hey, go run. Well, like, my dream is to be able to work with her, because when I work out, like, I don't know if I got this from my mom, but she always busts her butt when she works out, and I try to imitate that because I want to be just like her and work my butt off as hard as I can.
When I walked in the door of Anytime Fitness, it was very scary. I looked around and I saw all these machines and didn't know, what I was doing here, and thought, maybe I should just turn around and go home. This isn't for me. And then I met with Maddie Richards, our trainer, and never looked back. The best decision I ever made, and I think we ever made as a couple and as a family. I feel like we're at home when I walk in those doors. Working with Maddie was very eye-opening. I was able to do things that I never thought I could do. And I think that you experienced a lot of similar things with her.
Yeah, I came with a old back injury and really had fear of what my capabilities might be and what my strengths and weaknesses might be, and she made me feel at ease and built a customized plan. When I first started, I couldn't even do a sit-up without grimacing. That's how painful it was, and now I can do 100.
Hope has changed in numbers and in person. She has lost 84 pounds, and she went from a size 18 to a size 6, which is amazing. But the person she is now, and happy and coming in ready, is what's the most inspiring. She's changed into a happy person. Mike, he went from coming in here not knowing what to do, not knowing how to work out, being a little nervous, to an animal. He comes in here and gives it 100%. He's lost 69 pounds and has also changed into a person that you just want to be around. Jacob has come in and will talk and communicate, and he comes in and he's got stories for me and he talks to me, and he loves doing all the exercises, and I've seen him go from a quiet, concealed person to somebody who really opened up and is loving to come into the gym and do fitness, and it's amazing to see.